After these trucks were prevented by northerners from moving to southwest, see what soldiers did. Hello, my wonderful people. Yesterday, last night, we reported to you that food truck coming from the north to the south were held and were prevented from moving. You know that the mighty Allah strike has commenced. They requested 475 billion from Buhari, their brother. So you see, in this country, money is changing hands, but they have to do it in such a way that they can be able to balance the books. Okay, so they are doing it in one way or the other, trying to make the other person look like, oh, this is what it's for, this is what it's for. Anyway, my people, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. God bless you. So this was what army did to them. Let's get straight into the news. After these trucks were prevented by northerners from moving to the southwest, see what soldiers did. In the early hours of yesterday, there was a paradigm on social media after a video that went viral shows several trucks being restricted by youths who blocked the highway and prevented them from moving food items from the northern part of the country to the southern region. This development came after the Amalgamate Union of Foodstuffs and Cattle Dealers of Nigeria in the North, in a memorandum yesterday, decided to stop food supply to the South. So they sent the message already. In case you've not seen it, that's the letter. I'm going to put it there. I don't think you can read it. The print is quite small. Okay, but let's continue. It should be noted that this followed what is happening to Fulani herdsmen in the south and eastern parts of the country. However, a report from a Twitter user identified as Uncle DJ indicates that joint troop comprising of the Nigerian Army and other security agencies were deployed to clear the Jogba-Kaduna road. So you can see the soldiers. According to the tweets, those trucks were released and allowed to head towards their destination. It was also gathered that the soldiers have since restored normalcy to the area and have not allowed the youth to block the road. Updates following the tension generated as youth block highway and restrict trucks from the northern region from going to the southern region. Joint troops comprises of military and other security agencies deployed have cleared the Jogba-Kaduna road and have since restored normalcy. So the trucks have been allowed to move, but these are reactions by Nigeria. This is very wrong. No thanks to the southern youths on striking ethnic madness. That's what one body we said. Another one said, "Oh my goodness, they should have allowed them to continue blocking so that South will use the opportunity to create more jobs and allow the North to stop selling food to them. How sellers won't suffer now, Therefore allow them live, make sure that South will create more job. They will know how to produce more food." Somebody has said, my brother, surprise you. In a business plan, the major consideration is markets for your product and project turnover. No bank will give you loan to produce if you don't have a market to sell to. If they still happen for real, South should have sense now and start going to farm. We can feed ourselves. Somebody else said, I think the federal government should cover up police station and should turn it into a school of madness. They should cover. I mean, there is so much. Going on in Nigeria, so much going on. I mean, those of us who have people in diaspora, when they begin to relate to us and they speak as though they are so scared they cannot come to the country and what have you. It's not that bad, really. It's not that bad. Things are not all right at home, but it's not that bad. Okay, so all our brothers and sisters in diaspora, if you want to come home, we know that there's actually security issue back at home. But one thing you can do for us is to pray. Now they want to include food scarcity. When food scarcity comes, probably the South can begin to get into production of food. Previously, the South used to feed themselves, but after a while they became lazy, seeing that food supply always comes from the North. So the North has made them dependent, and so for them to now, go back to what they used to know has become a problem. Actually, this should not be a problem. It should actually, if something stops and you see that your means of getting food has stopped, what happened? You begin to improvise. At the first instance, because you were not told, it's a bit a shock to the system, but gradually your system begins to, adjust. Growing up, I'll tell you a little story. Do you know growing up, we had a little farm? Yes, we do. We did had my parents were not like farmers, yes, but we had a little farm. What was in our farm? We had tomato, we had okra, we planted yam. Okay, we planted during the corn season maize. We planted maize. So, but do you know what? After when I was growing up, after a while, it's as though that disappeared. Honestly, we did not have it anymore. So what am I talking about? If they prevent, if they stop giving foodstuffs to the South, probably, okay, maybe probably that will make the South begin to get into food production. Probably. So you never can tell. So these are some of the things that we need to look at. Instead of looking at the wrong picture, can we look at the bright side of the picture and see how we can make something out of nothing and make it really count? In the face of adversity, you improvise. If you want to cook and you discover that there is no this, you try to see what can you cook. Even you can cook your food without salt. So some people don't eat because of their medical condition. Some people that have some certain medical condition that must not eat salt or in very little quantity. Some just even do without. So it's possible to even eat food without salt. So if you can do without salt and you have the other ingredients, why not? If not, so if they say they want to stop supplying food to the South, maybe it's high time the South starts preparing. Okay, and that's why they want to ensure that they use herdsmen to chase people from the farm, so that the South cannot depend, cannot be served sufficient, and we depend on them. But anyway, patience. Good luck. Jonathan said there is God. I know what God does. He fights for his own. Leave us a comment. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless you. Bye for now.